Alright then, so Relic Space. This is a game I basically received via email, as a review key basically for. And I'll note it's basically a game that was advertised as being a turn-based, roguelike, 4X type of game. I'm not sure what this basically entails, but I figured it'd be interesting to check out, so let's do so. It was made with Unity. Loading, loading, loading. I'm not sure if you saw me putting down my volume, but let's just drop down the music volume here a little bit. Alright, so here's our graphics. Basically we have a cap of 90 FPS, VSync, full screen, stuff like that. Lots of screen resolutions. We got controls here, so we got move up with W, move up and right with E, move down and right with D. I believe it's like a hexadecimal type of game, by the way, so that's a thing. Apparently I got a cinematic zoom when the enemy ship is destroyed. Interesting. Alright, so we have an in-game manual. That's always nice to see. Let's hope I don't need that. There's our credits. We got ourselves a Hall of Fame here. I don't know if this is going to be like an online thing or not, but currently it's empty. And yes, note this game is currently in early access 1.01. Let's do new game.
We called it the Fall. 1 trillion lives destroyed in an instant. What was left were the relic belts. The remains of our planets scattered round a collapsed sun. Our task now, to recover and rebuild what was lost, and win back our future.
Alright, so, cinematic introduction, always nice. So, I can select a character. Looks like I can basically name this character if I want to, but we can also randomize the name if I want. We have factions, we have backgrounds, we have appearance, so very typical RPG stuff.
We called it.
Apparently there's a skip button to get through a cinematic if you want. A little quick, but that's fine. So yeah, basically you can randomize this if you want. I guess there's probably going to be multiple factions in this game, but it looks like there's only one at the to start here. Flyboy, Tucky, Space Cadet are basically our backgrounds that we basically pick up here. Alright, well, let's just read a little bit about this stuff here, I guess. So, the Order. Composed of genetically engineered and AI-enhanced super soldiers, the Order was originally an elite military organization designed to protect civilization against high-impact, low-probability threats. After failing to prevent the widespread destruction of the Fall, their primary aim is to rebuild civilization in line with traditional human values. Appearance. Genetic engineering allows members of the Order to control every detail of their appearance. They prefer traditional human forms, avoiding altered skin colors or external cybernetics, though taking a flexible attitude to features that previous ages considered to be intrinsically male or female. Alright, so basically you're very general faction. We got the Flyboy. Your innate sense of space and motion makes you a gift of palate at maneuvering your opponents with ease. Techie, your natural affinity of technology gives you an intuitive grasp of ship's systems, allowing rapid adjustments and repairs when needed. And trained for a young age in space combat, you already have the skills to hit hard and fast in a dogfight. So it looks like each of these guys have different abilities. So you get repair, equipment 2, extinguish fire, heat dump, and power the shields. I think Space Cadet might be the best thing to get here. Alright, so, you got game types. We have Adventure, Tactical, Extinction, Ram Start, or Iron Man mode. Alright, so. Select a game slot, your game's automatically saved in the slot when you quit. Aside from that, just so same as permitted, because then when you die, you die. Something tells me the tutorial might be like, you know, in one of these one right here, so. Let's just go with Adventure for now. Obviously, this is a game inspired by Relics, but at the same time, it's not a Relic, so whatever. Welcome! You have chosen to skip the tutorial missions, and this game mode assumes are familiar with mechanisms of Relic Space. I didn't skip the tutorial missions. Alright, let's just try and fix that then. There we go, we got RAM guy here, RAM name. It could be they don't have a tutorial basically up yet. That's basically why I have RAM start basically on. So let's go Adventure. Having a tutorial seems a little bit important, by the way, so yeah. Alright, so Captain Durrell, faction order, trait logical. It's time for your first real trial as an Omega. A Union ship is leaving the station with stolen supplies on board. As you know, our relations with the Union have become increasingly strained since the fall. It is vital that we apprehend and bring the suspect in for interrogation. I'm ready, but I have a few questions. Okay, but we must hurry. We will talk on the way to the hangar. Remind me of the current situation in the Union. Will you be leading a mission? What do you know about what caused the fall? Let's go with leading a mission. Now that you've completed your training, this is a good opportunity for you to gain real combat experience, so my ship will hang back. I will of course provide support and guidance if needed. Remind me of the current situation in the Union. The Union has become increasingly aggressive towards us, including acts of piracy and theft across the system. Their ideology of absolute liberty, no doubt, plays a part in this, though we have all been surprised by the depth of their hostility. Although we continue to engage in dialogue with their representatives, we may soon see our first fears realized in outright war. What do you know about the cause of fall? There's no time to discuss that now, but there will be opportunities for you to become more involved in the Order's research on the fall as your career in Omega progresses. Okay, let's get going. So press C to cycle through the camera modes. Try cycling through the free camera modes right now. So you have basically this camera mode, right on close eye, and like, you know, Relic mode, or like Forex mode. So yeah, this game basically takes Forex elements, and as you can see, it's got like, you know, very Civ-like, Civ 5 type of like, you know, hex like, you know, type of display. Use the mouse wheel or plus mouse to go up and down, blah blah. Your current mission is shown in the panel near the top left of the screen. So my top left is up here. Try to communicate with the suspect. To communicate with the suspect, left click on the red hexagon at the bottom left of the target ship. Try doing so now. So this guy's Union civilian. So the ship's not responding. That's very quick, but you know, you get the idea. Captain Durrell. He's not responding to comms. We'll have to use force to bring him around. Understood. Yeah, that could definitely be, like, you know, done a little bit better, like, you know, having some delay in there, but whatever. Well done. To move your ship, right-click the arrow icons next to your ship. To turn on a spot, hold shift while right-clicking. So I press, you know, I press like shift, I can, like, you know, turn on a spot. If I want to move, I'll just move to him. Note that you're limited to turning 60 degrees, so basically, you know, it's got, like, you know, velocity based on effect here. Try moving to within weapon range 2 tiles of the suspect ship. Alright, so. Ship single surrender. This is Omega. You are suspected of resource appropriation and must hand over control of your vessel. Alright, so excellent. Note that your ship automatically fired on a hostile ship. Your weapons are currently set to automatic, meaning your ship will automatically fire to your current target when you move. Each turn you can both move and fire in any order, though moving will end your turn if your weapons are set to be automatic. So honestly, basically, like, you know, this has like a sort of like, you know, move and fire type of, like, you know, AP action type of thing, but you can be set to automatic, so it's like, you know, move and just automatically fire. So, Maxton Adden. After a short pause, the ship hands over control. It will now follow your ship. You will have the right to justify your action in a hearing. If you do not cooperate, your neural circuitry may be accessed. The pilot gives a bitter laugh. I would not expect anything less. You fail to see that your order is meaningless now. A new reality has dawned. Save your breath for hearing. You will now return with us to the station. In addition to using the mouse, you can also use Q, W, E, A, S, D keys to move. So basically, like, you know, Y is plus, you know, the extra movements for, like, the other places. You can also hold shift with these keys to turn on the spot and space to stop. But this is really a good idea since you receive an evasion bonus by moving. So basically, you always want to keep moving. Note that alternate keyboard movement options are available via the in-game settings because you can basically change them. Try using keyboard controls as you move back to the station now. Alright, so let's go here. There's Q. What the? That's not possible. By the way, yeah, apparently I have a directional, like, you know, key map here if I want, whatever. Sabotage. The prisoner must have smuggled nailed charges onto station. Wait, readings show he has re-established control of his ship and his primary weapons. We have no idea what to, no choice but to treat him as an enemy combatant. Engage the hostile ship. Understood. Honestly, this game's made for a bigger screen, but oh well. Alright, so to have more control of your weapons, you can set your weapons to manual. Using the weapons mode toggle button or press tab. This is often useful for managing heat and energy levels, as using your weapons too often can cause your ship to overheat. So basically, you got, like, you know, weapon overheating in this game. Try setting weapons to manual now. You may switch back to automatic whenever you like. So weapon stats, blah blah. Let's press tab. Remember, each turn you can both move and fire in any order. You can manually fire your weapons by right-clicking a target by pressing the F key. So basically, if there's multiple targets, this is probably where manual is good, but whatever. Try manually firing at the hostile ship right now. Alright, so right-clicking or pressing the F key. Remember, a moving target is harder to hit. You will take less damage from enemy fire if you keep moving during combat. The small arrows icon next to your ship indicates that you will gain an evasion bonus by moving in the previous turn. However, if you see tactical advantages staying still, you can do so by right-clicking on your current location pressing space. So there's a wait button if you want. And apparently she fired at a friendly Firehawk. So we're outside weapon range apparently. Alright, so, good work, but there's much more to do, and we need to act fast. That station had over 200 people on board. I'll begin a search for wreckage for survivors, while you go to the Trickle sector and coordinate additional assistance from Commander DFuxa at the Endeavour station. Understood. Your current mission requires you to travel to a different sector. To do this, click the sector button up here. Try leaving the sector now. Alright, so I have to basically go somewhere else. This is a system view screen. Each point represents the sector you can eventually visit in the current system. New sectors become unlocked if you require for a mission or by completing all available missions in a previous sector. Sectors can be currently traveled to or indicated by connecting lines. The fuel costs required for journey can be seen by hovering over the point. So, contact Commander DFuxa at Endeavour Station, Trickle Sector, so I have to go up here. Wow, that, like, you know, got really loud for a moment. Alright, let's see what I can do here. I guess I'll get right up to the station, perhaps. Here's Commander DFuxa. First one to contact, apparently. Commander DFuxa, greetings. Thank you for meeting me. So you get reputation, get credits, get experience. So yeah, there's like, you know, usual faction stuff happening. Thank you for seeing me. We are all deeply regret the loss of Icarus Station and those who live and work there. I hope you will be relieved to know that diversity vessels have already been dispatched to search for survivors. As you know, we have also downloaded neural data from your ship, and we're analyzing as we speak to learn more about the attack. Wars are working free on the attack. For the sake of our survival, we must assume the worst and treat this as an act of war. We must depend at all costs on vital successes of our order and rebuilding civilization after the devastation of fall. The future of intelligent life hangs in the balance. Amalgam planets such as yourself will become increasingly important in times to come, as we enter into a new phase of outright hostility towards the Union. Alright, so I'm ready to help. Tell me more about the next mission. It will take some time to analyze the data and formulate a strategy, and I will let you know when I have something that requires your expertise. In the meantime, we must remain alert and defend order-controlled space against hostile incursions. As you know, Omega operators are allowed significant freedom in choosing where and how to apply their talents. Speak to the mission directors on this and other stations to find out what missions are currently most urgent. I appreciate any advice you would give me. Where can I help you with? Never mind, blah blah. What kind of missions will I be assigned, and how should I decide which missions to take? In general, you should aim for balance between standard missions that directly boost our economic and military capacities, and relic missions which provide technologies to help us remain competitive. You should also pay attention to the progress of our factions, since to achieve dominance we must, you know, make economic and military progress than our rivals. You can access information about each faction's current military, you know, stuff and stuff like that in the faction panel on Station Viewer. Thank you, Commander. And blah blah. As you know, our core goal is to help rebuild civilization. This requires us to outperform our factions by your military or economic measures, and ideally both. Standard missions contribute to this goal by directly boosting our faction's military or economic capabilities. Both missions are different. They will help us rediscover critical technologies that will help us compete with our rivals. Thank you, Commander. Alright, so it looks like this is like, you know, this reminds me of like of another game, basically, where you had to, like, you know, manage like a bunch of, like, you know, surviving alien like species that had been dominated by, like, you know, another one that was basically blown to smithereens, and you had to sort of, like, you know, make them all like peaceful to each other and stuff like that. But basically here we're like sort of like managing, like, you know, our like faction and like try and make them, like, you know, better than the other ones in order to win. So here's like the faction screen, by the way. So you can see, like, you know, which like faction's doing what. There's yellow, there's red, there's blue. So military victory will be the first to reach 100 points. Economic victory based to reach 100 points. Very easy. So he has no mission available to this guy, but this guy does. Alright, before we do anything else, let's go to settings here. Okay, I'm not impressed with the sound quality in this game, just to throw it out there, but whatever. Alright, so let's go talk to this guy. As I'm sure you are aware, we need to be extra vigilant in defending our sectors given recent Union aggression. Unfortunately, we have just received scan probe data showing Union ships entering the sector. Their intent is unclear, but we must disperse the ships with force if necessary. As an Megapod, are you able to assist? Yes, I'm ready. Alright, so we have new mission targets apparently. Let's go get to them, I guess. So there's like hostile ships basically up here, I guess. Alright. There's like cover in this game, cool. Alright, so I got a ship up here. Let's just go say hi to this guy. Alright, the ship is not responding, so they're hostile, I guess. Let's go on Mac, I guess. So you did a power shot there. I wonder how I can do stuff like that. So during combat, you can activate skills by left-clicking on the hex icons in the bottom right corner. Down here, I guess. Some skills are linked to weapons and art equipment and are only available if equipment is active. These skills can be activated by pressing R plus Shift to press number keys. After each use, there's a cooldown period during which the skill cannot be reused. Alright, so I can basically use speed like this stuff down here. So blam. So repair if necessary, so... Let's get this going. So if there's like a cooldown for like this stuff here, so watch out for that. I keep missing this guy, which is not great, but oh well. Now how do I basically view like my equipment and stuff like that? Because I'm basically taking a lot of damage here. There's my heat level, stored energy. So there's my shields by the way, so I have like 11 shields and 80 hull. So being like a fighter, this guy probably is like very durable, I guess. So he's like, what's what's going on here? He's just really durable. Alright, so we got this guy's shields basically down, but he did the same to me. Alright, so I'm gonna talk to this guy's stuff here, so we basically talk like his like, laser. I can talk like, his ion engine or stuff like here. Let's try going for his laser here. Alright, so when in combat, a panel appears showing detailed information about the chance to hit, damage, etc. for firing all your current selected target. You can enable or disable the panel by using the target analysis button on the top of the screen. So basically you can see like, what our chance to hit this guy basically is and stuff like that. So basically like, range to level 1. He has some cover, I guess. He's stationary, so I have a chance to hit him. Basically he's in gas by the way, so there's a chance to like, basically like, avoid me, I guess. Attack this guy in. That's a good hit to this guy. He's getting some shields back, but that's fine. Alright, so there we go. We blew up both these ships. Hooray. So, excellent. I hope this will be an important step in deterring further Union incursions. Basically, our reputation, credits, experiences like that. Congratulations, you have gained your first victory point. When complete successfully, standard missions provide boosts to your faction's military or economic stats, which in turn increase your VP total. Your aim is to help your faction be the first to reach 100 economic or military points based to win. For more information on VPs and the current progress of each faction, proceed to F6 panels, blah blah. To win a game. And that's where like this like mail comes in to sort of like teach you about winning and stuff like that, so pray for that. You got a special mission available apparently. I hear you did well in dispersing a recent Union incursion. We are still formulating our strategy to deal with the Union threat more broadly. In the meantime, I need you to meet with a research team in Lorca sector. I believe they can use your assistance in a lead on a potential relic from before the fall. Thank you. I'll travel to Lorca sector. What can I buy new equipment? There's a well-stocked equipment trading platform at the station. I recommend you also visit the shipyard at Lorca sector where you're ready to upgrade to different ships. Basically, you get like buy new ships and weapons like that. Looks like there is some ship like training like in this game if you want to. So if you know that you actually need something, we see buy here and sell it there type of thing. There's equipment here. So I could get armor, I could get heat sink, fuel scoop. You've gained enough experience to acquire a new skill. To do this, open a pilot info basically up here. So basically like, levels and stuff like that. The pilot skills panel allows you to acquire new pilot skills using skill points, which are gained by acquiring experience after completing missions. You will gain more skill points in the category that corresponds to your pilot's trait. Every other point will be in that category. If you have skill points available in a particular category, left click on one of the available skills in that category to acquire the skill. Alright, so I could go for Assault, Maneuver, Engineer, or Command. So I'm guessing like, the initial like traits you basically have, like, they basically like, something you basically get on any of like the classes you basically get, the backgrounds. So these are all locked apparently, but whatever. 5% chance to hit with missiles, 5% chance to hit with lasers. Let's get this. Awesome. Let's go to Lorca. Alright, so contact the research team at Lorca sector. They're down here apparently. They're basically gonna like do multiple moves if you want. That's cool. Let's talk to this guy. Welcome. We've been expecting you. How much do you know about research here? You want to know what caused the fall? That's right. We are engaged in an ongoing project to recover and analyze relics of the pre-fall technologies for traces of the catastrophe. Deciphering the nature of the fall is vital if we are to understand our true purpose in this dark age. Can I rely on you to help with this current critical task? You can rely on me. Excellent. Scans indicate unusual concentrations of rare metals in a large asteroid nearby. Analysis of the asteroid's trajectory suggests it may be a fragment of a former inhabited moon and may provide a critical clue to help us understand the fall. Can you help us explore the asteroid? I will begin immediately. Alright, so we got some exploration to do here. Let's go up this way. We got like, cover and stuff like that, and gas clouds, which basically like, provides cover. So note that I can't go into like these like places like this, because I guess they're like, there's stuff in the way. Oh, my fuel's low. Where do I buy fuel? Alright, so here's a tip. When set to automatic, your weapon's AI will decide if it's best to fire before or after moving. That is, from the start point or end point of your move, considering the location of your current target. In manual mode, by contrast, you must manually select the target either before or after moving, assuming there are hostile ships in range, or use the skip weapons button to skip firing. So yeah, basically, like, you can like skip firing if you want to, but blah blah. That's a bad miss, but oh well. Oop, there's another guy over here. So there's a civilian. He's not, you know, unarmed though, so I can't really help him. I should turn this off while I, like, you know, try and finish this guy off here. This guy's outside weapon range. Interesting. That guy's going after civilians, that's kind of annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna feel low again, so... Sometimes an enemy ship will be destroyed by internal damage, fire on board rather than direct by your weapon. You check the size of the ship's weapon by left-clicking the ship, blah blah. I got 14 credit space for doing that. Awesome. I need to get my, like, you know, fuel here, I guess, so... Where do I fuel up? Refuel. Awesome. So you can actually see, like, the repair and fuel costs and stuff like that, so that's cool. This guy's a shipyard, by the way, so we can buy new ships here if I want. Cost money to unlock it, though, apparently. Currently we're in a Wasp, your current ship type. You can actually see, like, you know, how, like, you know, he's, like, you know, pair up with our stuff here, I guess, so that's cool. I don't have the money for this other stuff, but, you know, it's there. Let's get back up here, and that's a bad miss. There's only one of them, so let's just, like, you know. So this guy's in a Void Flyer, by the way. Apparently he's got a Void Seeker. He's retreating. Probably taking too much damage now. Probably doesn't want to take any more damage. Bad misses, but oh well. Hey, we disabled them. I was hoping I could possibly, you know, make him surrender or something like that to show off something else, but oh well. Down it goes. So we got some phosphorus apparently from this guy. Oh, apparently my shield goes up out of combat, that's nice. Greetings! Do you have need of assistance? So you basically get emergency fuel needs from these guys. Cool. Mission progress. You identify and retrieve a relic from the asteroid using the hull scans you were given. It will now need to be delivered safely to the Lee station. Alright, let's just there's a fragment I have to get. So the little panel allows you to view your ship's current equipment and cargo, as well as stats. Each ship hull has a specific number of slots for weapons, utilities, and core equipment. You can also remove or add ship equipment, blah blah, you know, all sort of stuff you probably expect. Let's just get back to Lorca. So I can like Rutgers and stuff if I need to, but whatever. Many thanks for your assistance in recovering the relic. We will likely be in touch again after we have made some progress with the research. In the meantime, Commander Devos has sent word that you are needed back in Trickle Sector. Alright, thank you. I will do that. Alright, so gotta get back, you know, over here. And yeah, the music could be a lot better, but well. Let's get back over here. Alright, so we get her, like, you know, our, like, you know, research or missions done again. Hooray. I have been pleased to hear your reports of your recent successes. Regarding our strategy for dealing with the Union threat, the leadership team has agreed that we should reach out to as many potential allies as possible. A nearby sector has a major research station belonging to the Circle. Do you need a quick briefing on them? So basically, there's our factions, blah blah. Travel to the research station nearby, make contact with the Circle leader. They're named Kale Silk. Inform them of our situation with the Union and persuade them to meet to discuss a formal defensive pact. Alright, so basically I have to go back over here to someone else. Now it's worth noting, by the way, that, like, you know, as you can see here, we basically have, like, you know, different factions and stuff like that going on. So basically there's our faction. There's this faction. This faction. So it'd be nice if actually you could read, like, you know, what these factions basically are, or, like, you know, little tool sets basically telling you which factions fix, but whatever. Oh well. Hello. Here's the Naveen. Can't communicate with the Naveen apparently, so. They got the Circle over here, blah blah. So I can see here, like, these are civilians over here, that's fine. fuel. Alright, so the order of completed research in gravitational field theory. Gravitational boosters are now available in some ore stations so you can, like, you know, research, like, you get new stuff. Okay, we blew up that guy. Another one over here. So we're basically firing, like, you know, just before we basically move here. Supposed to want to, like, kill this guy, so... Contact Everson, blah blah. This guy's retreating apparently. Just retreat off the map. Alright, your ship is running out of fuel. Fortunately, your swimming credits to cover emergency refueling. So yeah, I basically want to watch out for your fuel, obviously, but oh well. Are you hostile? Not sure he is. Alright, we can refuel here. Blah blah, why not? What is your purpose here? So, blah blah. We will consider this information. In the meantime, we face an issue of our own. Perhaps you can assist us. What's an issue? Our relations with the neighbors of the Navy have deteriorated late. The Cream vessels have blocked access to resource-rich asteroids in the sector, and we find times engaged in aggressive behavior. What can I do? Talk to the Navy chieftain. The intervention of her probably may help improve relations. I will stop immediately. Can I buy stuff for this guy, I wonder? Looks like I can if I want to. Well, I'm looking at the time frame for stuff. I'm wondering if I could basically buy like a can or something like that. After purchasing equipment is in your ship's cargo bay. It must be equipped before use. Visit a level panel, basically do so. Alright. Let's get this stuff. And... Alright, so basically to, like, you know, do stuff actually be in the dock here, so... There we go, I basically have an extra weapon, I have an extra, like, you know, fuel scoop, basically utility. I can sell stuff if I want. Make some money that way. I assume it's gonna like draw a lot more power now. We have a lot more like weapons and stuff. If there's something hostile in the way, which sure is. So basically, I can upgrade your ship equipment and stuff like that. I understand that you're here on behalf of the Circle. We have an important message for you to pass on. The Circle must immediately cease hostile action against the Kreen. The Circle claims the Kreen as being aggressors. I admit that it's a possibility. We know a few Kreen have somehow broken the neural bonds connecting them from their Navian pilots. These rogue Kreen have sometimes attacked their own vessels. Perhaps I can help. Yes, perhaps you can. The rogue Kreen appears to have bonded instead with a large alpha of a species. We have tried using neural interface to disable the alpha, but it appears to be shielding itself. It seems more direct assault is required, and we lack the power to do so ourselves, understood, but it targets the alpha Kreen. So yeah, you can see, like, these guys are doing stuff. Cool, I got a nice big hit there. Alright, we blew it up. This guy's in pursuit of me, I guess. He's a rogue Kreen. That's big hit. These guys aren't dropping anything, I guess, because they're like, biological opponents, maybe? We witnessed the assault with our scanners. We were very grateful for your assistance. Please explain the situation. Blah, blah. This is station 2, by the way, I guess. So I can actually buy stuff in. Or can refuel. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to basically play. You get the idea, basically. You do, like, little quest basically trying to, like, boost up your factions, like, repetition stuff. Many thanks for your assistance in the intervening situation. Please tell Commander Devs we are happy to discuss the defensive alliance. Thank you. And we'll just complete this mission, be done with it. Alright, so, blah blah. You've performed well. A meeting of the Circle to discuss defensive operations is now scheduled. Given your obvious talents, we would like you to offer you a special, highly independent role of the Omega. You may use your initiative to explore sectors of this ruined solar system. I trust that in each one you will find friends or allies that will help offer space missions. Missions like those missions are most likely to lead or to economic or military dominance, allowing us to shape the future of humanity. Alright, well. You have now completed the tutorial missions. From now on, your goal is to help your faction achieve economic or military domination, blah blah, so we're basically done. Alright, so, I feel that's basically a good, like, introduction to this game and, like, showing off what it's all about. So let's save and quit. There's an autosave slot, I guess, basically, for, like, loading from, I guess, but whatever. Alright, so, that's basically Relic Space here. And, basically this reminds me of, like, another game. I'm just trying to remember what the name is, so... It's basically a game I, like, covered, like, a little bit before, so let's go to my library. So, maybe it's The Last Alliance, or something like that, or... The Last Federation. So, basically, The Last Federation is, like, a game that is very much, like, reminding me of, like, this one here. Essentially, the idea is, like, you're, like, trying to, like, work with, like, other factions and, like, influence them and how they basically work, right? But there's basically a lot of, like, relic elements where, like, stuff will randomly, like, happen you have to basically deal with and, stuff like that, so... Okay, I have to say it's, like, a fairly interesting game for the most part. I'm not sure, like, how much of a relic it's basically going to be, but it's interesting enough to say, like, it's worth, like, checking out. Other than that, though, I think I'm done with it, so take care.